Okay, it's 5 minutes before 8 o'clock. Well, a little bit less, actually. I got the second hand running here on this big clock. I hope I don't get sued by Newgate. Newgate, London. Got to have that London clock there. Really should put it over here on the pound. Make it make sense. Yeah, so this is going to take a while to upload. This is a 2K monitor. So I'm running at this high res shit now. Everybody wants to run. I got to up the speed. If I've been patient, I guess I should really do organization skills and get it ready to go. So take a nap and then have it load while I'm sleeping. But yes, people, looks like gold's going to go up. And the reason I say is because it's going up. Now, I would start selling the new highs into the year because on the monthly, it's breaking out. Tis it not? I mean, this is a classic. Triple doji, indecision. The trend traders are getting in on the monthly here. Now, I'm not a trend trader because I don't have the patience to wait, that long for a setup, 3 months. Finally breaks out. At least it looks like it's going to close up because the short squeeze, people like me that would be selling this, anything above this is a sell. And to be precise, it's just a kind of a classic. When it gets to 3,500, above 3,500, just start selling. I would say pretty much that's my strategy. I'm not a trend trader, and I think all the fun's going to be on the sell side. I like the drama. I like the wicks. I think there's more money in the wicks because, all you have to do is have your tickets sitting in this. Let's get a better tone, shade in there. Cadet blue. You love those cadets. People love them now because they're not fucking 3 ways to Tuesday in their fucking genitalia. People finally waking up hard. It's like a hard wake up, like splash ice water on these fucking meth heads that have been. So anything above here, this wick. One thing I say for candlesticks, man. Look at this shit. What do they call this pattern in candlestick land? Let's see if I can. Let's come up with a name, appropriate name. We call it 3 marching bananas. No, wait. I gotta get it bigger since I'm running high res. Like, look at this thing, man. Now the guy that's committed. Well, this year, honey, every month I'm gonna buy. If gold's down, I'm gonna buy every month. Now this guy's a fucking genius. Okay. Straight out the gate, if it's down, he's a buyer. This is why buy low, sell high works, and this is why accumulating against the grain works. If you're a swing trader or a person that's really committed to what you perceive to be this 50-period moving average, right? If you're that guy, you have to buy every month it's down. I bought there, did not buy. I bought there. Well, I just built a robot that does that because a robot's going to buy here. He's 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 going to blow up. Right? He's going to blow up because the size that he's trading. Think about it, people. I mean, and I've had robots. The robot that's only buying dojis here and it loads the fucking wagon. It 2 months to buy gold. 1 month. Technically, this is down, and this is down. 2 buys. You could have bought. You could have bought, dude. Why did you buy? Of course, my fun would be, I just scalped this whole fucking wick this month. I scalped this whole fucking wick. Every time it breaks out, it fakes out. Every time it breaks out, it fakes out. I'm making money here. I get it. When people look at the chart now, they say, yeah, this is, oh, fuck, look at this. Slight pullback, doji. Put a stop here, put a buy stop here, walk away. Put $1 zillion on this fucking trade. Then just trail your stop. Not too tight because you would have got stopped out, right? You never have a lower low. There's never a fucking lower low. So there's obviously this big vacuum here, but maybe it never, like, it doesn't have, this thing could just go fucking like this. And I suspect this is what's going to happen. If you do a channel, that I'm not taking the trade. Like I said, this is the kind of classic shit you'd see, or it's a failure swing. It doesn't quite make targets, and then it falls off, and then it gets trapped up here, and it dicks around, and then it's like, okay, and maybe it does go to the fucking moon, but it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't fucking matter to me, because I'm into like, okay, this month I made, so I sold above here. We're selling above here, like this vacuum. Once they fill it and kill it. It's be like, walks down here. Then once it hits this vacuum, or this floor, or this basement, or this is like that house that bitch has in New York, where she's got, like, there's only 2 people staying here. Really? What about all these fucking cubbies here? The people sleeping under your stairs in your house, you rent it out, you got what discount, But if you have buy limits pending here and you're just picking this shit up, or you're just buying at the market, every month it's down. Like at the market, trading means you're waiting for time to go by, and you're going to pull the trigger every month, regardless. Honey, I just keep buying. Why are you buying gold? We're really down on that trade, honey. I know, shut the fuck up, bitch. And then 3 months, you're all the way back to, not quite making, it all back, right? And the perspective of these charts is what matters too. Like I noticed on my phone, immediately on my phone when I had a Windows phone, HTC phone, wow, that was a day. Like 6.1, Windows 6.1, I think, on a HTC. And I looked at that phone and I had a completely different view of the trade I was in. I couldn't even recognize it because of the vertical on the chart. And the phone looks like, the phone looks like this shit. Here, you're like, wow, that is really up there. Gee, I don't want to go long on that. But when you look at it like this, you're like, yeah, I guess we could jump on that. It looks like, it's nice. Well, that's really not fair. Let's have a weekly chart. So the weekly chart, you would say, now here, this is a legitimate setup. Of course, you're going to wait for this 1 week. Don't forget, honey, when you see a doji, call me. When you see the apex of this triangle, it's just a perfect setup, right? But you got to wait to the end of the year, and you got in right here. Okay, well, with that, but that's just, who's got time for that shit? I'd have sell limits above here. Okay, I'll take that. Buy limits down here. Okay, take that. Let me just sell above this. All right, now that presupposes I can handle this drawdown, but look, it comes all the way back. Sell, don't sell, sell big. The bigger the bar, the harder the sell. So big up, sell. At the end of the week, that thing was up hard into the floor here. People are probably thinking, yeah, maybe this thing is going to start coming after all these stops down here, right? All these people down here. It's possible, right? So, these markets are definitely cutting into, like I said, gold to 5,000, no problem. But it doesn't make me, like it's not a trade, I'm going to get the fuck out. Like, I don't like being in these trades, honestly. Not even for a second. Like, as soon as I'm in, I'm like, can we just start going my direction? So when I put the limits in there, I noticed that the market would go down and hit these fucking, it would go 10 pips, 20 pips, 50 pips down. I'm like, what the fuck am I sitting here with my finger at the trigger like a sniper? Well, I fucking just lay a bunch of limits out there and walk away. So I took that approach. So, but I get it. I get it. The guy that's waiting for this week, right here. Your only entry. The only pullback. Think about that. And people even talk about this shit. I don't see people talking about it. I don't know, man. Now here's a triangle, right? But I drew that on the, I think on the monthly. Where's people talking about this shit? Yeah, the moving average crossover. I saw some guys selling something. You know, hey, I would never even bother with that. Some guy asked me, "What are you doing with this channel?" I mean, yeah, people are probably wondering, so when are you gonna sell me something? How could I? You think I want to fucking hear people call me up and say, yeah, I did this trade you talked about, or I did this idea you had about buy low and a fucking account blew up. What's the story? Oh, yeah, I know you got $300 in the account, dude. You put a fucking 4 standard lots on, with 1,001 leverage. Yeah, if it goes against you a little bit, bye-bye. You're gone. So the leverage, right? Now, if you're just sitting there and you're trading gold, I'd say, yeah, people that bought gold, but then when you get out, like, is the gold there? So I guess it makes you feel good, because the worst case scenario, like I said, gold, you really can't you can't tune it up. You can't tune it down. You can't drop the D on the E. So what's the point? I guess you break it out, look at it like people do with artwork on the wall. They go, look at that. It's interesting. I guess it's touchstones for people. They look at the art on the wall and they go, yeah, this chart to me is a work of art. I mean, look at the goobers fighting over the price of this fucking shit gold. But it looks like any other thing that reacts. Like the markets all move. If you look at the 2008 crash, it's all the markets went berserk. The Canadian dollar, it just went all nuts. It was crazy. So when things get quiet, it's scary. When things are really crazy, people are like, yeah, it's crazy out there. But when things are quiet, that's the scary thing. So the apex of the triangle is where, and then it just takes off, and people are like, oh, I guess we are going to keep going into uncharted water, which gold's really pretty much anything above $2,000 here. It just keeps cutting into this uncharted water. There's definitely a yin and yang, and there's plenty of chances to sell it even on the weekly here. A lot of chop there. It's starting to consolidate, but maybe this is the resolution. We break out here and keep going. It's possible, right? Yeah, I wonder people, I just, there is a lot of retail buying there. People are into this, like they sell it. Oh yeah, gold is like it's almost like religion, in a sense, and or a piece of real estate that just keeps appreciating, because people are just like, yeah, you can trust this. I mean, unless it's gold plated with lead in the inside. It's always a heartbreaker when you crack open the coins and you're like, these fucking things are fake. But yeah, the NASDAQ, I'm still saying this thing has fucking had it, but there's a departure there. The Bitcoin, I think's had it. I think Bitcoin's going to have to go down the tubes there. I think it's had it. It's going to fall into this abyss here. This is the daily. Now on the weekly, it certainly looks like a buy. You dipped into this window, but I'm just thinking, eesh, this thing starts crushing down, forget about it, right? You're done. And what else? The pound on the daily here looks ready to crush. But I like to look at the weeklies. It's kind of just stalled. This dead in the water here. There's nothing going on. NASDAQ, I'm looking for this thing to crack on the weekly. This takes forever. Just look at this. This is, still can't believe it. This is Trump's tariff announcement. This fucking shit. So I was trading the yen during this. It was a little. My tickets were not. So there's no way I could trade that. I did trade a little bit of it, but I couldn't because I don't have fucking 400 pip stops, you know. So you can't take advantage of all these moves, you know. This is a great cut in here. I said all this, but this is what I was looking for gold to happen. You know, gold's going along, everything's great, everybody loves it, and then you top tick Tommy on it, and then when this thing takes this out, look at the crush on that triangle there. So here's a triangle. There's the Gartley pattern. So this void here, this is a nice steep run. You're kind of expecting this backfill into this. Same thing here. And then, of course, on the upside, you know, you just kind of keep banging, knocking on heaven's door here, and you finally break out, you know. It doesn't even come back to here, you know. Well, it does here a little bit. But you'd expect this to be like, okay, it comes back to here, I guess. Yeah, kind of sloppy. But the wicks, that's the fucking, the killer is the wicks. Because if it's a doji like this and the wicks like that, you're like, wow, everybody just got, anybody with a tight stop just got blown out if you're running stops. Yeah. But yeah, some of these moves, you know, if you got the patience, which I don't, you wait a month to get in these trades, you're good. You know, you're like, oh, fucking A. Thank God I waited. You sit on your hands or just go, you know, knit some socks or something. Some kind of low risk shit. Of course, you could cut yourself doing that. This is a mess, this Canadian dollar. I just look at it as nothing but a fucking range trading dream. These people are, you know, the country's too close. It's like trading euro versus Swiss. It's just ridiculous. Does anybody trade that one? I mean, or New Zealand, Australia pair. That's just completely, it's a mess. I can't even look at it. It looks like this. Yeah, so here's 2008. Remember this one. And look at this thing come back to retest. Mind-boggling. The mind-boggling retest. 2008. Here's the reaction during the crash. Stocks crash. The dollar goes up. Smashes, just smash, and then look at this come back to the starting game. I mean, this is the most really amazing move in forex that I mean, here it was just, and this is mind-boggling shit. You know, this is, look at some of these moves. Once you get above here, almost hit this. It's almost like there's resistance up here. And look at this rip back and then crush, and then that start just crushing into this area. And then all the way back to the floor of that. It's just amazing shit. It's just unbelievable, honestly. And to be in that trade, you know, say you made money on this trade and you're like, let's do that trade again. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so you're looking for that trade all the time now during this bullshit. Well, you're just never gonna, yeah. And you had the right size for that and everything. It's just complete ridiculousness when people have these books about trading and shit. It's like, can I just ask them one thing? Like, how big is this trade you're in? How much does it cost? If you lose, how much is it going to cost you when you lose? Well, it depends. Well, then fucking shut up, because what you're saying is just completely, I can't even use it. How am I supposed to have any kind of trust in your system there? If it's just like, oh look, I was right about the move, yeah, great, but like, how often does that move happen, and what's the God, the books I read, the people I've heard talk about it. Well, what you do is in the morning. What this pattern's called, son, is the opening range breakout. See, now when a market opens, it would wait for the first 15 minutes to see which way it's going in and do this. Okay. Well, can't I just have a robot do that? Well, you kind of have to have a little bit of, you need your 20 EMA, and you need your sidearm here. You need your sniper and finder, and your holy shit. Do I need a computer screen? Yeah, you need that too. Holy shit, man. Oh man, this is work. It's like a fucking real job, I guess. Get your Fibonacci tool in your back. Look at this abandoned baby shit. You never see this. I guess this only happens in the Canadian dollar. These people are so fucking nuts. What was this? What's going on here? This must have been. What was the news headlines? You got to bring up the news on this shit. What in the hell is going on here? This abandoned baby. Right there. Oh my God, or whatever you call it. Fuck, that's just like, look at that cat. Spinning top in nowhere man's land. The monthly. That must be bad data. That can't be right. Look at this. That must be a leap year. What the fuck's going on? Anyways, this is a serious hammer. This is no joke shit here. I wait for these hammers, man, and I just put a buy stop above it. That's my trade. Works like a charm. How often do you see that set up? Hardly ever. Once every 3 years. I'm seeing once every fucking 5 years on this chart. Here's one. Put a buy stop here on top of that hammer. Put a sell stop there. Here's another hammer. Monthly hammers. That's all I trade. There's a spinning top. Kind of spinning top. Inverted hammer, but kind of expensive. About 1,000 pip hammer there. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, here's the one. Put a buy stop here. Never got filled. Almost a hammer. Put a buy stop there. Inverted hammer. Here's I got trapped. No, this one did not get filled. I would cancel it at the end of the month if you don't get filled. Here's one. Buy stop. That wouldn't be a bad trade, at least you'd make it to here, you make 300 pips there. Kind of a lot of risk though. If you're going to put protection here, you're waiting for the ideal is going to be the smallest one you can find. So like this spinning top with a buy stop here, sell stop here. The range is the key. If you're going to do that goober default entry where you put a buy stop above, like they teach you, put a buy stop here and a sell stop here, and whichever way the wind blows. As soon as you get filled, though, you kind of want to think, maybe it's not going to the moon. Maybe it's not. Yeah, maybe. So there's that to consider. But yeah, it's tough. Look at this shit. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. I mean, come on, man. Now, whoever could afford to sell above this and just keep selling and just say, you know what? I sell every month it's up. And then when it came back, they actually were up. They held the whole position. They were up on that by the end of the whole thing. Amazing, huh? Unreal. Anyways, because look at this move here. I mean, what's the trade here now? For me, it's always just put buy limits in down here. Like, always sell limits above, buy limits below. You get picked up on something. So you're just going to put stuff out there, You buy 100 houses and maybe 5 of them are really making money or something. Really underestimate. But if every house is making a spectrum of So this one makes 20 bucks, that one makes $2, that one makes 10 bucks, that one makes 100 bucks. You know, kind of a nice a blend. I'm into the blend. I'm not into the well, I sat there and waited all fucking month for that setup I saw in the book. Yeah, if it closes below here, you know what to do. Pull the trigger. If it closes below here, which it didn't, oh well, there's no trade there, but you could have a buy limit sitting there. Very powerful trade, very powerful strategy you have. Well, now it's tough because you'd have to, it really takes some, patience and money and frustration to buy every month. This is coming down on the CAD. I'm sorry, every month it's down in the CAD. It's like that gold trade. Every month it's down. And just saying, hey, you just wait till it takes us out, dude, and just let it ride. Now, you probably would get out of maybe the position here thinking, well, fucking A, I mean, this is crazy. And are you really staying around for that? Wow. I guess if you looked left, maybe if you saw that you were going into this big vacuum, maybe you would. Right? It's hard to. So that's when the robot could never do that. A robot could never say, well, look at this. Look where we're at. Let's hold this one. Fucking robots are morons. So is this fucking AI I'm dealing with. Oh, this is a fucking glorified search engine. My God, what a piece of shit. So I criticized it, and now it's keeping track of that, and now it said, yeah, you got me again. I mean, you're a fucking moron. I'm ready to get abusive because I'm 20 bucks a month, I don't want to get sued. I mean, I don't want to get in trouble. I had my social credit score go down because I fucking abuse AI. But for God's sakes, man, you gotta do better than that. We need some AI, what do you call it, compliance regulations. Yeah, come on. AI, what a joke. I remember when they try to sell people on that trading shit. Neural nets. It reads the news and it figures out what to do. Oh, give me a fucking break. Are you fucking nuts? Yeah, so trading attracts all these people, It's like almost palm reading, Probably be better fucking. Yeah, looks like you should go along the pound. Look at your fucking hand there. Look at the way you got that scar on your arm. Looks like you should be short the Swiss franc. Why not? We got the horoscope guys out there. I just use tea leaves. I mean, the British pound, I do tea leaves on that. You got to use the appropriate, like when it comes to, I read the rice, patterns when I'm doing the yen. What is that? Pig feet patterns when I'm doing the Canadian dollar. They got that Canadian bacon is the best, right? Because they run around up there, freeze their ass off, those pigs. Up in the Yukon, driving a Yukon. Yeah, the pigs got rights up there in Canada. God, those Canadian, man, they're so liberal. Well, they're kind of like the Arabs, they're sitting on all that land. They're like, yeah, we're just chilling, dude. We got all these pigs up here and beer and fuck you. I know people are just so snobby about where they live and look at my lawn. That's a piece of shit. Looks like you fucking, is that AstroTurf? It looks like you imported that shit. The neighborhoods people live in and stuff, I'm just amazed. In America, I'm speaking. Other places in the rest of the world, you're like, that looks like there's not even a place in America. Maybe, well, okay, say downtown Baltimore, maybe. That's how you get. If you want to go to a third world, just go there. It's a shorter trip. You don't need a passport. Just drive down the street. You don't even fucking need a what is it? The new ID to get on the airplane. Just fucking do that. I'm waiting for some bullshit news to come out at 8:30. I don't know what it is. Probably nothing. There's no news now. All the news is dead too. Well, it's a good time for the markets to do nothing here. Looking for retracement. But yeah, it's always this wick to wick situation, you know. Always the wick to wick. The stop hunt. Look at this fucking treading water, this goddamn dollar yen. Look at all these trades in here. Now, these are just all in the daily. Just buy the pocket. Don't kill yourself. There's no reason to torture yourself. Just put your orders in here. Get picked up. Sell this. Right. Buy when it comes down there, sell when it comes up here. So that's a big ass sell there on the daily. I'd probably scalp out to here. Hold something to there. I don't think I would hold on to here. I would just not expect my stuff set to like 100 pips, 200 pips. So whatever that pip is, that's it. You know, I'm not yeah. Like if the whole trade's off, I'm out. That's good. I don't want to sit in these trades. I don't want to be in the fucking market. Like above that, when it comes above that, and then it ripping down, holy shit, look at that. Ding ding, I'd probably be out. If I had sell limits up there and I captured that, I probably would have got stopped out of like if they have a 100 pip stop, that one's gone. That's why you'd have to have deep tickets when you trade the yen. This has only gone up about 50 pips here. I'm looking for this to go after this and just cut all of this, and I'm going to cash out up here. Ideally, I'm going to cash out up here. But buying this plunge and cashing out here is just as good. I mean, for me, that's the trade. Buy the plunge, cash out. I'm not sticking around for this bullshit. It's a simple, clean trade on the daily. What's so funny about the no-nonsense forex guy? Couldn't he see this trade? He likes to trade the daily chart. Well, then just fucking trade it, dude. You don't need a fucking indicator. You want to buy? You think this is in an uptrend? Okay, there you go. There's your bias. What a fucking moron! I couldn't believe I could not handle that motherfucker because he's so like a politician. He's like this fucking dickhead over here in Minnesota. What the fuck is this guy? Hollywood fucking mayor? Come out there. Yeah, well, we support all fucking freaks and fuck ups. All aboard, man. It's like Noah's fucking three-way arc. Yeah, you know, Martians, everybody, all aboard. Don't forget it's Martian Day tomorrow. Dressed like a Martian would get thrown in the gulag. Oh, God. Jesus Christ, people. No, there's some Canadian news coming out, I think, at the bottom of the hour. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I can dig it up here. Yeah, the Forex Factory is where I go for my news. I guess it came out at 7:30. I should have slept in. Yeah, I guess the news came out at 7:30, so there's nothing. There'll be Chicago PMI in 15 minutes. Set your alarm. Yeah, geez, that's so, you know, markets are boring. It's like watching paint dry on the daily here. Okay. For whatever reason, the robots are responding to this price at this time, 8:30. Robots are kicking in now. I mean, these robots, and then 8:35. So these are high drama times. See this tick chart go nuts here. So that's really the deal. A lot of timed and markets open and close and shit's going on. And I know that that's typical news, but the robots are looking for news here that are designed to deal with 8:30. 8:30 is like some kind of rollover thing. So if you look at the half-hour chart on some of this shit, it'll just turn on a dime, hard. You know, right at the bottom of the hour. Look at that. Look at that tick chart. That's the yen. Another thing is tick chart. If you turn off a lot of your symbols, if you bring your symbols down to just a few, well, just down to the one you're watching, you get a giant tick chart. So you have this giant. In MT4, this would fill up. If I didn't have these other symbols running, like if I turn these off, I get a giant tick chart. It would fill the whole screen. It might stretch out here. I don't know. Since I opened it up, it might start filling in. Yeah, so that's a cool feature. MT4, I don't know why people I'm on TradingView. How do you do it? I don't know. I guess I was born and raised on this. Yeah, this will fill in. Oh, no, I guess not. It just jumped. Oh, well. Anyways, that perspective really matters. Vertical perspective, the way you frame the chart, really matters to the psychological view of up and down. At least for me, it really, you scrunch it down a little bit and all of a sudden it's a whole different idea of where it could go. As soon as you zoom out, man, shit just, you're like, oh, well, according to that, this is the top-down view. You know, this is the top-down thoughts, you know. You zoom out like this, you're like, dude, really? What's the trade again? What are you going to do here? What are you going to do? Well, I kind of want to go long, but what's moving average say? Always check my moving averages. Geez, I don't know. That's going up here. That's going up right now. Fucking A, let's buy. So yeah, that's quite the look at the monthly. This goes back to 2004. This is just amazing. But yeah, this is really, the dollar has crushed the yen to pieces pretty much. Over the years, we're way up here now. Everything's happening. Very high level. Yeah, everything's above here now. I don't think you'll look back. I don't think you're going back on that one. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That gold, though. You know, people love this fucking gold. So look at this. This is the right there at 8:30. That drama there is the I believe a lot of systems and exchanges. Every half hour there's something going on. So now it's coming up on 5 minutes after. So you go to the 5-minute chart and you see drama on the 5-minute. Pretty much any chart, any currency. Look at this thing. So right there, now if you look at the 1-minute chart on the euro, you know, it's like, look at the drama there. It's crazy. 5-minute. Because you get a minute and 15 seconds. So it's a half hour. Look, it closed there and it went berserk. We're starting the new half hour now. I just closed the 5. So now we have a doji on the 5. Probably go up, probably go down, who knows? But yeah, if you're a sniper here, you're in heavy. Spread's only 9 here. So I don't think there's any commissions on this. I'm not sure. There's a demo account. But the spread will tighten up possibly here. I don't think it's fixed. If it is, it's not a bad price. Yeah, 5-minute chart. I only have 2 time zones here. 15-minute. So 15-minute was the big scalp, you know. You got your tickets sitting below this, and you just have buy limits down there. Now, the size of those tickets, is that a good trade? Yeah. You know, this is how big you trading on that? Where's your stop? Is your stop down at this down here? You got to think about it. If you got stops down here, then sure. But what's your risk to reward ratio? I mean, you're risking, you started buying here, you stop here, you got to make to here to be break even. Well, you're not there yet. Oh, jeez. So, look at this stuff. 15-minute chart. Now, if you're really quick straw McGraw, you know, ding, 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 buy, sell, buy, sell. Sell, drift down. I'm thinking, just put sell limits up here. Put buy limits down here. Just sell limits up here. Just get filled. Let it happen. Put buy limits under here. Buy this. Buy this. Support. And just let it here. Put sell limits above here. Just let it happen. This is a good ratio. If you had stops up here. Right, this is the kind of the perfect so-called setup. I guess it's a fucking like for me, anything below here, I'd be buying. Right now, I'm in. Maybe I scalp something here, but this is a 15-minute chart. This had to be the 4-hour chart for me to do a 50 pip swing trade, 150 pip. 150 pip stop, 300 pip stop. You know, that's going to be dollar yen, but on the euro, you got to trade pretty fucking big here. Oh, the spread just went down a little bit, tightening up. Now it's going to be 10 minutes after the bottom of the hour, and maybe this takes out this high, and we just keep going up. And it turns out that's a 5-minute pullback on the 5-minute chart. After it's all said and done, it's, you know, it's just a 5-minute pullback just happened. So yeah, whether you can get onto these trades or not, you know, whether you can jump on these moves, you know, that's the key. Do you have your finger on the trigger? I mean, some of these trades you can't get to. Look at this 5-minute pullback right there. Right. So right at this is the 5-minute chart, right? So here it is. Right there is the top and the bottom of the hour, and that goes down and down again, and you would have bought it. I'm sorry, this is the top of the hour right here. I think you would have bought it here. I'm at bottom of the hour. Same thing. Half hour has gone by. So you hit the market. Let's see, the marking is not going to work. I got to use the MetaTrader price level here. I got half of the forensics here. So the half hour, you had an inverted hammer and went smashing down, right? So it closed right there at that price. And if we go to the 5-minute, it was that It was that right there where it closed down. And then it opened up and then went bam in 5 minutes. But what if you put buy limits in instead of, it did both. So you bought at the market after 5 minutes, but you had buy limits that started right here. Or even here you had buy limits trailing this whole time. And you get picked up on these tickets, plus you bought at the market. That's the best. Now we just broke out the high of the day. We're looking to go up about 200 pips today in dollar yen. And this is a pattern I've seen so many times in the dollar yen that it goes down all week, and on Thursday, and then on Friday it reverses. It goes ripping up or ripping down. So Friday is the resolve of the yen typically. But this is not something that happens every time though. And up or down, there's no way to know. Well, I guess you could see if you're in the seller's trap. Now, the sellers are coming in here because you're making new highs. But can they stand in front of this thing? Now, when you zoom out, you go to the 15, you go to the 30. Now, you're coming up on this blue line. You start to cut this blue line. That'll be quick drama here, right? And once you get above this, so very quick drama, crushing these rooftops, be a fast crush to here. The sellers will come in here. I expect a pullback, but you know, I kind of want to get out here at this floor. So 75 pips more to target, but this will be quick and dirty here. And the news is coming out in 3 minutes on some bullshit. There's a classic perfect storm here. Yeah. And I'm not, like I said, I'll start selling here on limits. I'm not going to stand in front of this crush. It's going to be too brutal. Make it look more believable here by zooming out. You see the stair step here. They'll crush that hard, and then I suppose the big sellers be coming in right there. I mean, the people that are like, yeah, that's going to be where I get out. Or it's a trap. They're going to top tick Tommy here and then rip it back. So there's a few scenarios, right? Top tick Tommy here, rip it back. But what I'm planning on is it cuts to here at least. Then it comes back. And it's going to take a while to actually do the whole thing. But, hey, the news is coming out in fucking a minute and 15 seconds, so it could be crazy. I'm just saying. Could be ridiculous. But I like that quick and dirty. And the Friday thing, I don't know why. It's not like that every Friday, but the walk down and the rip back. Let's see if I can. But, yeah, not always, because it closes down. It just seems like that. Look at this thing here. I can't even know what the day this was. But we just caught in this nonsense down here. Because I'm looking just to scalp it. Always 50% scalp. But we got to cut that. And maybe we can make it up here today, but I don't know. That's a little lofty. I'm thinking here. Right, this is the last known support. And I'll take it there. News in 10 seconds. Okay, let's go to the 5-minute chart. 15. It's not a big news day. Not a big news thing, but it is news. And the stock's open in 45 minutes. So I expect the stock market to crash today. I've been expecting that all week. But yeah, I mean, I'm just like, when are these fuckers gonna wake up to? Oh, it's totally played out, you know. All the enthusiasm, it's pre, you know. I know in 2 years that they're gonna have this shit running, but this is all the, oh, it's in that great. You got a new car, and then after a while, yeah, you know, I think they recalled it. Honey, I think the car, we gotta take it in. Airbags don't work. Airbag blew up and took out my infant in the back seat there. Big lawsuit, but it's too bad kid's gone. We're saving on food, though. We're saving on treats. You know, it's so funny how people, I guess because I don't have any kids. Well, I had some stepkids. But I don't know how people, you know, this Jen Sackme is on TV crying, and I'm like, God, she must have triggered. It must look like one of her niece or nephews, because they don't cry for anybody else that dies. I don't see anybody shedding a tear for, I don't know, that guy that was filming himself. I'm watching these videos where people film themselves on the top of a cliff, and then a little gust of wind comes by, and they end up splat on the ground. And they blame it on all these. Well, he's just trying to get more clicks, you know, on his YouTube channel. Yeah, we got a lot now. We got a lot of clicks now. People are like, yeah, look at this crazy guy. That chick that was eating bananas and shit. I don't know. It's stuff out on the internet, you know. Your head explodes, you know. When I was a kid, you didn't have this kind of fucking access to ridiculous stories. You know, that maybe the kid next door blew off his hand with a hand grenade or something, but, you know, it's nothing this kind of, or blasting caps. When I was a kid, they had these things on TV. Watch out for blasting caps. I'm like, wow, that sounds like fun. Thanks for telling me what they look like. It was brought to you by the government. This is a message from your careful government. Because people had, well, these construction guys were blowing up old buildings, and they would detonate them with these blasting caps, I guess, to get the dynamite to go. But even the blasting cap is kind of a rough on your hands or your feet. Oh God, I don't know how people do it, but yeah. So I don't know. I probably have to post this video, because this 4K shit or 2K shit takes so long to upload. Well, not to upload, for them to sift through it. 3636 by 1912. Yeah, we didn't do stuff like this when we were kids. It was 640 by 480, dude. You had to imagine the rest. You need imagination back then. I used to watch like Canadian channels where you could see the girl's breasts, and it was coming in all, you know, with snow on it. So you're talking 480 lines with snow, with just like every other pixel on a blurry, out of focus Zenith TV, black and white, and you're like, yeah, that's not 4K, dude. So I don't know if that's fucked people's minds over, the 4K shit, and then it got all soft, and they're like, yeah, well, what about my, my gerbils? They have health insurance too, right? Can I claim them on my taxes? Yeah, gerbil insurance. Yeah, well, government pay for that, yeah. We got it. We got you. Yeah, there's a lot of, that's the latest thing, gerbil fighting, you know. It's like the dog fighting in the 90s. Yeah, well, people are doing that now. Yeah, Bitcoins are boring, you know. The crypto. And everybody's online to do that. We have to build more power plants, though. I do say we need a better power supply always. Yeah, I'm always about the power supply. Yeah, make sure there's no sagging. We don't have a brownout. I think a brownout doesn't sound good at all. It's worse than a blackout. So your gear would be on halfway, and it would be fighting. It's struggling to maintain. It's like being half drunk. Just get drunk, dude. And half drunk shit, you're all cranky. It's not working out. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen today, but like I said, I'm really planning on it for the dollar yen to go busting through these barriers. Look how the resistance really did come in there. And I'm not a good seller, and I said I wouldn't sell into that, but you can see how that wasn't a bad scalp. If you go to the 5 minute here, um, it's all about putting the sell limits above the high and just saying, okay, we'll wait for it to fill, come back, cash out. Now, granted, uh, maybe it could come back to here even. And maybe it takes this out. Maybe it's all over, right? And for the trend traders, they're going to wait for the end of 5 minutes, and they're going to buy one here. And if it gets down again, they're going to buy another one. And I would, if I was going to add to it, buy here. But I'm in. I'm in from down here, so I'm just going to sit. But I can see what the 5 minute traders are thinking. It's no offense. I'm sure they're going to, that's the whole thing about trading. I noticed that you went in these chats and people would fight about where the market's going. Yeah, but it's probably going to zigzag. It's not going up in a straight line. So, yeah, there's a chance to sell it. There's a chance to buy it. Every moment there's a buy. It's constantly fluctuating. And that's why people wanted to come up with a trend idea of putting a trend indicator like a 21 EMA on there, or 20 EMA. 21 would be the Fibonacci EMA, but the EMA for some reason instead of a simple moving average, because you don't want to be a simpleton, you want to be a moron, And so I guess that came about, And the complexity worship is incredible, right? And you have the computer can do all these fantastical calculations and give you projections and Gartley patterns and the Gartley bot. It's cute, You wouldn't drive to the store like that. Or you wouldn't put some fucking tool on your car to fucking. Yeah, but the Fibonacci driver's taking us in the electric car today. Really? Wow, you think we get there? I don't know. Is the store 618 from the house? No, probably not. It's so stupid. I don't know, people with the fucking 618. But I get it. They need a reason to buy the pullback. It's like the fuckers with the mask. What is these fucking... I mean, you know what I'm talking about. People in the store with the mask on. They have a certain amount of melanin, let's just say. You're like, dude, is this some symbolic... Like, you're like, yeah, I almost think it's like a, dare I say, oh gosh, the syphilis thing. But yeah, that's like have to be, like people talk about YouTube, be so careful what I say. Well, you just said it. It's like saying the N word. You just said it. I didn't. I said N. Oh, wow. I'm not thinking anything else, though. I mean, like nobody? The N word. Yeah, nobody. It's so funny what these people are playing this game like they're fucking 5 years old. Dude, 8-year-olds fucking have more sophistication these days. At least they're on the fucking internet. They got 4K and a tablet at home, at school. If I had a kid, here's what I'd do. Kid, I got an 8K tablet. It's 30 inches. Go there and fucking draw daddy some art. I'll post it like the Biden son. Look at my kid did. Oh my God, you're exploiting your kid. We're going to sue you. Where does it end with all the regulation and all the direction and all the, oh, you can't, you're 6 feet apart. It's all blowing up. It's better than the Wizard of Oz, It's better than that. It's just a reverb tank. Holy shit, and fog. Man, this whole time I was shitting my pants over this motherfucker. Yeah, people, once you're fearless, it's just easy. It's like these people that survive a plane crash. They're like, yeah, dude, there's nothing you could say to upset me. Nothing. Like, dude, I just walked out of a fucking burning plane. I'm the only survivor. Shut the fuck up. I feel like that after some of these trades. I go to the store. I'm thinking, man, I don't think anybody did what I just did in the market. Like, I'm in this, in this $1 million position. I'm thinking, yeah, should I even be doing this shit? No, it's a really. And I have a friend of mine, real liberal fuck, as he would be live in California and everything. Thank God he doesn't listen. I know that for certain. That's why people are like, how come you don't? Yeah, I don't want people to know what's. And like this guy I've known for years, way back. But a flaming liberal, if you give a poor person a Mercedes, they would, and give them a job, they would behave. I said, dude, this is a fight we had years ago. I said, there's no fucking way. That's a 5-minute pullback, by the way. You missed it. You could have got in there. You had 10 minutes to pull back. But no, you're too busy driving the car, and so he would fight about that stuff. But it's tough because people, I get it. People have a heart, Oh, don't you care about? Nah, not so much. Does anybody give a fuck? Aren't people callous by now? I've seen so many dash cams, so many body cams. I've seen so many people pulled out of their car because they won't shut the fuck up. It's like, dude, there's people that think they have all these rights and shit. It's cracking me up. I have a right to. This one chick is like, you have a right to have a cigarette. She doesn't have a right to vape. They was getting arrested. You're under arrest. No, I'm not. The best shit in the world is when people are under arrest and they go, "No, I'm not." Like, dude, it's like you're like you should trade forex, because if you said, "Look, I'm in a winning trade," I go, "No, you're not. Look at the account." Like, that's something about trading that's really hard to get around. Is that you may think that, well, I'm like, dude, but I'm just buying into these lows. Yeah. But you're adding to a loser. I know, but this is what I have to do. So unfortunately, all the bullshit they talk about, like never add to a loser, I'm like, dude, I was in a marriage for like 5 years. I added to a loser every day. It did sometimes it was rewarding, Sometimes things did work out. And I invested in that, right? That's the same thing with an investment, right? That gold trade you buy every month. Well, I'm an investor, fucking A. Every time it's down, I buy you. That's just the dollar cost averaging. This shit is as old as the fucking hills, dude. 1920. I mean, who would fucking think about accumulation, distribution? But people talk about it in a book like, this is accumulation, distribution. Well, of course, but what about your accumulation, distribution? What about your auction? What about your trade? It's always about, well, look at this. This is the commitment of traders. What about your fucking commitment of traders? It's just so ass backwards, the whole thing, to see it. As I look back on it, of course, back then you're like, well, who's the guru I should listen to? Of course, I never believed in the guru thing, because to me it was like a palm reader. But I never believed in it because I believed, no, there's a scientific method to decipher this, and this is why technical analysis is where I went to originally, because in a sense it still exists, because indexes like RSI is an index of price movement, and it's going up and down. So it's like a tool, as opposed to, well, I have a feeling. Now, the gut feeling thing, I do have a feeling now, but it's based on me watching the tick chart and watching the whole thing going, yeah, this is going to be the reckoning today on dollar yen, because this is like, yeah, stocks are going to open here in a half hour, and I think it's just going to be, well, this is what I dream, down about 1100, about 1100 on the Dow. But no, I think it's going to be a bloodbath on the NASDAQ. I think it's going to be like, okay, well, turns out that NVIDIA and all this shit people have so hyped up in their brain. This is all bid up based on belief systems. I mean, people believe gold's worth what it is. Bitcoin, it has no intrinsic value, but look at it. It's like when people got all pissed off about Google going up. How can Google go up? They have no earnings. They don't have fucking. Where's their building? Where's their widgets? What do they do? Well, they're a browser. A browser? Get the fuck out of here. What are you in Caddyshack? I'm just browsing. No. 5 minutes. 9 o'clock. 5-minute chart just updated. So it's just like, but now, what's really fun about looking at markets now is look at the fucking data we got. It's like, look at the data we got in this fucking vaccine shit. Look at the data we got in these politicians, these old codger fuck criminals. That you know, to them, that's just a perk to be a fucking a treasonist, a traitor. You know, that's a fucking, that's just a hot. That's like, what, this just goes with the job, dude. It's kind of like when you get that job at the factory, dude. We'll punch in for you. You take a nap. You hung over. We got you. It's all a fucking buddies. It's all a good old buddy system. To watch it, it's just like fucking, you're in fucking high school. It's just fucking hilarious. People never grow up. Look at that 5-minute pullback. Wow, look at that bitch. So we still have stocks still, but we could have a pullback here. Still a chance to get on the long train. Or you're still short on that top, and you just made more money because you waited. Because you waited. I don't know if you see what I'm talking about. But you could have waited on that. That one last sell you had, you could have, you know what? There's still a little bit left on the table there. Look at that. You made it. See? You had a sell up here. And you're like, yeah, I could get out here, but no, it's going to come back here and it's going to just clip that, and I'm going to take that. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's how it is. So, are you waiting again? I went in on a 5. I'll wait till 5 minutes after 9, and I'm going to pull the trigger. If it's below here, if it's in here, I'm going to pull the trigger. You can do that trade too. You can wait every 5 minutes to pull the trigger. That's the discipline part. People talk about disciplined trader. I guess that'd be waiting every 5 minutes. Like, well, wait. Okay, here's a bought. I bought here. Wow. Man, it took a long time to wait. I wanted to buy here. Like, to chase it, I know this is the feeling. That's why you really have to buy low, sell high. You have to buy if it's down, because you could survive it if you bought this. You put a buy stop here and you bought going up, but you know it already comes back to where you got in. Like, are you going to take that profit? You'd have to wait till this. Wouldn't you rather buy this, pull back? You buy this. Here's 3 buys on the 5. Buy, then dump the whole thing above here. Right? Buy. Dump the whole thing above here. It's easy. What the fuck are people putting all this fucking shit in? Well, I got this thing. You should see the indicator I got. Really? Well, fuck. You have to be in front of a mouse. And you have to be able to do this. What I do is this. I just buy like this. I go, okay, let's do that. I'll put a 30-minute limit grid in. This is what I do. Now, these could be big tickets. These are 1Ks. Here, 30 minutes. I will buy that. I just bought one at the market just for my ego and my, I know where the market's going. What, do I look like a fucking idiot? I'm down 5 cents. Goddamn people. Yeah, so that's what I do. Now I'm going to come in with another limit. Tighter. Not going to chase it. This is the trick. Here. 4 hours. 10 to 30 pips deep. 15 minutes, 10 to 30 pips deep. This is the secret. Now on the sell side, let's do some sells because we're probably going up there. There's some sell limits here actually. 15 minutes sell limit. Just one ticket there, by the way. Here. 5 pips away. 8 pips away. So here's some sell limits. Pretty tight. Expiration's critical here. 15 minutes. 30 minutes here. Oops. And every time, if I wait, it'll place it in a different spot because it's placing in an exact amount north of us. If I double, my mouse is not working. So it says, oh, you want to do that again? So it's stacking up these sell limits in here. Obviously, you'll see if you go to a 1 minute chart. You can see they're in different places because every time I click it. So this is the one's really tight. We're about to get filled here and go into a hedge. So it's 5 minutes. It's 30 seconds after 5 minutes after the top of the hour. So it's a big deal. Top of the hour is a big deal because the 5 minute charts, the half hour charts, the 15 minute charts, the 10 minute charts, all the fucking charts. The 4 hour charts, they all fucking, in the 4 hour chart just updated. So it's a big deal. Right, this is a 4 hour. That's what my tickets look like on the 4 hour. 1 hour chart, just updated. Coming after those rooftops. Coming after this stuff now. This will be brutally fast as stocks open up in 25 minutes. I expect to hear, and I want to get out. Well, I should get out of something here and all the way up. So ideally, I'm going to have my limits. Right now, I have my exit way the fuck up here because I'm greedy. I'm just waiting because I think that it's possible today. This is Friday. This is a Friday, believe it or not. It's the end of Friday. Down hard. Bought into that. Held it over the weekend. Made some money, but look where the resistance was. Then bought here, and then this was just like, if you sold everything above that session, so this is just a dual session kind of thing. So here, like you want to buy below there, you want to sell above this, you want to buy below that, but you didn't get a fill there. So this was all on the sell side. Then it was all about the buying, and now, all the big buyers here gonna hold it. Looking to crush this to here, cash out, but really, we could make it back to here maybe. And that's my dream, that we just go there right now. Just go there right now, please. Thank you very much. Please just get there. I don't have time for this. So now we're in a hedge, see? And we have to get stopped out of this sell though. Tighter stop on this and a bigger target on that one. But it's the principle of the thing, right? And we're not using... we shouldn't be using any margin. So you don't use margin when you're in a hedge. If it's an equal, equal sides of the thing there. Let's see if we get a crush here. Looking for that high drama moment. That's the fun. Just before stocks open, we could easily pop up into here. I don't think that's impossible. Let's get in this window here. That's not a stretch. Just a few pips away. Still making money on that. Still in the hedge there. Get stopped out. About to get stopped out. Might as well just take it off. I don't really want to be in that trade. Oh, I have to accept the terms. Yikes. I do declare the risk of one-click trading. Yeah. So now $2 in margin. 501 leverage. Okay. All right, let her rip, guys. 10 minutes. Coming up on 10 after 9. So, yeah, trading's tough because of the patience involved. But some of these trades don't take that much patience. Look at this smash down here. When you come down, and if you have a nice pack of limits sitting down in this thing, man, this is pure gold, this stuff. Look at, come down into there, even nix that, and then rip. That is right to the floor. Just, man, that is fast. That's some fast money. We like that fast money. unless it's going against us fast. It's kind of painful. Yeah, so when you get crushed, if you have your orders in too tight, too many, and the vacuum is you're overwhelmed. Yeah, so it's fucking. That's what it's like with the agony defeat. As a race car driver, you hit the wall. These guys race fast, right? They're gonna hit the wall. They know it. And there's no risk-free trading system. There's no fucking way. I guess that's why people go to such extent to try to protect themselves. Maybe if I did this, and then maybe I did. No, nothing going to protect you from being wrong and being pissed off. There's nothing to protect you from getting upset. Well, I guess have some Zen. Get the Zen out. Have some Zen beer. Look at those 10-minute traders selling that fucker right on the dime. Right at 10 minutes after. Wow. There's a lot of people trade, man, they go, I'd take that. Look at that. Right at 10 minutes. That last, as soon as I completed that, they sold. Now let's get out. Should have held that sell. I could have got out here. But I got so many buy limits. Let me put some more buy limits in. Tight. 4 pips. It's a euro, so you gotta get in tight here. Half-hour expiration on these. We could still crush back because stocks haven't opened, and just before stocks open, it'll be a big screaming move down probably. So let's just get the autofill here. So I have these on a tablet. So if in my car, I can do these trades in the car. I just hotspot my tablet off my phone. I just double click that. I'm just like, yeah, let's go to the park, kids. Come on. Or the kids I just abducted, or trafficked. I'm sorry, that's using the wrong language again. Yeah, the human trafficking, all this stuff. How about the mind trafficking? How about the I don't know, fucking anger trafficking? Just people being pissed off. See, this will put in another bank at a different price here, slightly deeper here. This 5 to 18 pips deep of the 30 pip stop, 30 minutes. There's like a 8K in there, 6K in there, but I've already put in about 40K here. Just keep clicking this. It starts to stack up, and when the market comes crushing down into that, just before stocks open, and it rips back up. That's the money. That's the cha-ching part. Look at it's filling. Look at that, beautiful, huh? Now when I see that, I'm like, yeah, dude, let's get in. Let's put some more tickets in. Let's do that again. Oh yeah. So or I wait till the end of 15 minutes. End of 15 minutes, I buy at the market. But if I didn't get filled on these, I will buy at the market at the end of 15. So I always limit first, market last. Limit first. Wait for the market to move for 15 minutes and see what happens. This way, you're never a goober. You're not the guy that's like, yeah, I'm chasing the market and I just keep getting. They always backs up on me. Yeah. And this, I could walk away, 15-minute expiration, or 30 minutes. I know it says 15 on the comments, and these comments aren't accurate. I just put the comments in there because at some point I was going to make those make sense, but I know what I'm doing. I was never going to sell this, but I guess I wanted to for some type of, I guess if I had a kid, I'd sell it to him. I give it to him. Here, kid. Kids don't care about that shit. They're like, Daddy's fucking nuts. He trades forex. Kids aren't. They're into their own shit. And these days, who knows? Maybe they're trafficking the neighbor's kids. They learned it. Hey, look, this is a good fucking business model. Up 12 cents on my original So that market order, look at that. Who's going to make more money, the market orders or the limit orders? Yep, I think the limit orders always make. That's the other thing. I was going to dump that out to a spreadsheet and see how is my stats doing. And that was actually the only reason I was going to do that was to, I don't know, it's a little Lotus 123 or something. Some type of thing that would say, look at this guy. He trades better at the limits. Yeah, market orders are tough because you're saying right now, you have to limit those. I'd say 10% should be market orders maybe. But I go with 20-80. 20% are market orders because you can go underwater on those. You expect to, right? You're like, I want to build a position. I want to buy here. Yeah, I know it's going to go down, but I just want to get in. So I put that ticket, the first ticket, my subconscious doesn't know if that's $100,000 or $1. So I buy at the market, and I go, oh, I'm in the market. Yeah, I'm long. Oh, and I bought, but I got the limits down there to be the real trade, if that makes sense. I know people are saying a lot of, I get, maybe it's just me that I notice these catchphrases people have, if that makes sense. Make it make sense. Dude, you don't, shut the cents fucking shit. You mean cents like a cent account? I could trade like really big. I'm only in like $500 position. Like cent with a C? Make it make sense. Make it make pips. Look at, see, I'm getting filled on limits again. Look at, it's fucking, it's a hands free approach. It's like that in the car, right? Hands free. They're cracking down on that because people are fucking writing novels and shit while driving. Hey, I'm still up on my market order by a penny. Well, I'm up by down. See, I'm losing money on my market order now. I got a nice tight spread here. It went to 6 for a second. That's not bad for the good scalpers. Good scalping thing. So you're just kind of dilly-dally and waiting for stocks to open. Kind of just hovering here. This is what people call a setup. And then one guy said he trades setups. This is called a setup trade here. We have a top, become a bottom. It's also one of those trades that people do with the, well, I have my jury. What does a jury say? I have 12 different indicators. This guy, every indicator had to line up or he wouldn't take the trade. I mean, you're just scared of losing, that's all. You're just so scared. We got, here's a top, become a bottom. Okay, top, become a bottom. I like that. We got moving average says going up. Yep, like that. We got it's closed down. It's holding support. I like that. Let's see. It's we're about to close out the 5-minute chart in about 2 minutes. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. I like to look at all time frames, multiple time frame trader. I know all that shit people say, but dude, think about it. You know, when a 930 comes, it could ricochet, and then what? Fuck, we are on the 5-minute chart, goddammit. So yeah, no, the 15-minute. 15 minutes a little bit more, less trading frequency, less over trading, less decisions to make. I wait for 15 minutes to go by and I put it thing. Look at how these buy limits appear on this chart. They look like they're too far away. But if the market should rip down when stocks open, it's going to fill that rack. So a lot of this I just do for okay, so because I can double click that, it's not a lot of effort for me to have a bunch of little tickets in here. I have to call them kind of like a capture for us here for a half hour, and they'll disappear. But I would only do that right before the news or right before the stocks open, because there could be drama like this wick here, and I could have had it running. I wasn't trading back here when I was talking about the chart, but if you imagine if I did the same trade here and launched those tickets, that this wick here would have captured those. And now we could look at, see, because stocks haven't opened yet. Let's see how many of these we can fill now. Like I said, the drama would be here. It's not going to be... So now we're in like, what is this? Yeah, we're in like 13K. I'm sorry, 23. What the fuck is that? 18K. So we're in 18K now. My market order is down 13 cents. But almost the trick here is every ticket is a unique price. Here's a couple duplicates. Okay, now we're up at $1.60. We're doing better. Whew, wow, that was so. Isn't that better? Now look at here's my market order. It's going up like we had a checklist. Remember, like who's sitting there? You know, if I would have waited for the 15-minute on that, I'd only get, here's a 5-minute chart. If I would have waited for the 15, I would not be in this big. The 5, I'll just buy one here. I buy one here on the 5. There's 2 buys. If it closes down here, I would buy one. But if I'm on the 15, I had a, if you bought that, I wouldn't have bought that. But I would have bought this big pullback 15 minutes ago. Okay, now what? I have to close down here. I buy one more. Well, isn't it better to enter on the wick with a bunch of tickets? I don't see why it doesn't. And then people say, "How do you manage all those tickets?" Well, why would you? They all got stops and targets. Why don't I get the fuck? I pre-managed it. Why would I have to fucking manage it now? Got to get some vertical dimension on this thing. But I can't. Here, I've got to go to this, I guess. And I can delete the arrows, but the arrows, and now the tickets will delete, but the arrows will not delete. They'll be there as like a history thing. But it's kind of like it shows you where I got in and get out. If I stayed for the target. So the targets are different. Now the very first ticket at the top of that rack has a different target. So these double clicks are all unique where the drag and drops. If I drag and drop one of these grids, these are not unique. These are hardwired, right? It's going to buy there. There's a stop down there. It's going to buy that. The stop's down here. And the target's way the fuck up there somewhere. But they're all the same ratio, each ticket, where this is not like that. Let's go to the tallest view I can get. We're still waiting for that house cleaning on these rooftops here. I guess I should have stayed in that short. But see, I just can't think like that because I don't. I just get the fuck out. I get the fuck in. And I'm not going to ever get upset about what I should have done because I didn't do it. Look, there's another chance to get filled here on a pullback. But like if you had sells up here, you're still loving it. You're still holding that, and maybe wait for some more money. This probably would have been your best place to get the fuck out. So almost 5 minutes and 45 seconds of stocks, and when stocks open, I do really look for us to make it to here. And my dream is we make it above this and it just becomes a fucking catastrophic day, just like this fucking move here where you're just like, holy mackerel, holy malarkey. Can you believe, I mean, if you live in the United States, but that we had this fucking potato head running the nation? Oh, my fucking God. Now we got some guy that's like, it's like he punches in every day. That guy's busy. Here, let's clean this shit up. What's this fucking shithole here? Oh my God. How do we survive that shit? It's unbelievable. Okay, 5 minutes. We wait for the 9:30, and then ooh, look, it's getting all frisky now. They can't wait. They just can't wait. So you would have bought that down bar. There's a hammer. You would have bought that one. But we're already long. Look at that. Long on limits automatically. That's beautiful. And those other ones are pending in case there's some drama at 9:30, but maybe that's it. Now it's going to be up, up, up until Dow Jones opens, and then rip up, and then the Nasdaq's going to crash. I guess I'm not leaving. If I can take an hour and a half to upload this fucking video. Oh well, I guess it's the modern world. Let's go to the 15-minute Nasdaq. Oh, Nasdaq looks ready to go up. I can't figure it out. I don't know if these guys are coupled together, the yen and the Nasdaq. I always wonder. But they don't go together. I've seen them go different directions. And when they do, it's really quite the smash down, quite the beat down. They decouple, but look, it's going up here, you know. Oil. It's trying to go up. What's the 1 hour Bitcoin say? Bitcoin looks ready to crash. See, I know people trade in the Bitcoin too. And you can do it at limits too. I didn't write a script for Bitcoin because it's a whole different thing. And the spread's pretty wide here. It probably works against you here. That's a thing to consider on that. I know people talk about the Bitcoin, but fuck the spread. Are you kidding me? You better be in the 4 hour chart for that trade. There's not any leverage on this either. So, I don't know. Because the daily view to me is you get filled once a month maybe if you're buying down here at 10,000. 100,000 on Bitcoin, looking to get out at 120, looking to make $20,000 on Bitcoin. All right. 5-minute yen. Wait for stocks. Here we are. Hey, you can buy it again if you want. I do have a super tight entry. A double click here. It gets in 2 pips deep. Let's do that just for fun. Oh God, where are these fuckers at? Yeah, I built a lot of these trees in here. This is another thing, just to write all these fucking scripts, dude. This is ridiculous. Here it is. 2 pips deep. We'll probably get filled on this. Yep, see stocks, there's drama here just before stocks open. Oops. Let's just throw these all into 7 pips deep in case there's psychodrama here. And there usually is some drama here on the entry, right at the bottom of the hour. And then 5 minutes after, so it'll be stocks are opening. So you see this a lot. When the Dow Jones opens, man, the market's just, they're a fucking cock in the gun. Look at that, how tight I am. I still did not get filled on that. That's a stack of about 20K now. I'm putting in 2 pips deep for 15 minutes. It's my favorite cheater. I wrote that script. The idea of that was, I was sitting there one day and the market was about to close. And it was a Swiss franc, and I wrote a script. And I go, oh, I'm going to put a fucking script in there really tight. I double-clicked it, and it landed in there, and it got filled, and I thought, oh, fuck, that's beautiful. It does work. Because I hate this idea that I'm sitting there with a finger on a trigger like a sniper, like freezing it, you know, wait, the wind's not right. Oh, fuck, just use a shotgun, dude. Fucking use a minefield. Let's kill him. The thing is, I don't give a fuck. Well, it's just the way some guys say what you're doing is just not, it's just not precise. I know. Neither is the market. You really think 618 is a real thing? It comes right to that? Now, I use a Fibonacci within the Fibonacci. 618.618. All right, there you go. Stocks are open. 5 minutes. Going up or down? We could still go down for 5 minutes, but looks like we're going up. And here we go. Stocks are open. What does NASDAQ say? Does NASDAQ come along with us? Let's tile it out. Let's see if there's any correlation here. Okay, we got 5 minute Bitcoin. 5 minute. Let's put everybody in the 5 minute. Try to get the same zoom level. This is kind of fun. All markets have a different breath to them, I suppose. But yeah, I know. I see people do these things. Oh, let's just get out the fucking dashboard indicator and see what we want to do here. Okay, well, what does it look like to you? What's the heat map say we should do? Oh, I just have another beer. Gold's ready to go up. NASDAQ's getting its ass kicked. So if NASDAQ tanks and dollar yen goes up, that would make sense to me, but could be wrong. Okay, this is always a cool view. I sit back and watch whatever happens. I can't do anything about it now. Those buy limits might fill, actually. Look at this. So we're still waiting 5 minutes to get... because the robots and the people and everything, they wait that 5 minutes after 9:30. I don't know if there's any more news left. I don't know. What the fuck's going on here? Let's take a look. I can't remember if there's news at Forex Factory. Please hold. Yeah, there's nothing. Chicago PMA came out at 8:45. There is no fucking number. Why isn't this updating? Oh, jeez, oh Pete's. They won't release the government. And then we had the consumer sentiment. My phone disconnected? Anyways, that's kind of weird. Anyways, let's watch the market. I don't know. My Forex Factory. Are we not connected? Jeez. No, it's connected. I didn't pay my subscription. Payments are missing. No, the government's not releasing their news today. All right. Well, stocks are down. Dollar yen's down. I get filled on my. I'm in like about 50K now. Boom. Yeah, we're like 50K all of a sudden. Poof. How beautiful is that? Look at that. Look at the margin now. All from those limits I put in. Amazing. Look at that. Almost filled every limit. See? 5 minutes. It hasn't been open 5 minutes. Stocks have not been open for 5 minutes. I'm going to put more limits in. We're now down $20. See how that works? You thought all these setup people are like, well, I got this setup. See, I have my checklist. Top become bottom here. Yeah, but look at that 5 minutes. So stocks to open here. 5 minute raid into my limits perfectly. I'm almost in a standard lot on limits. How's the market order? The one I bought for good luck. Oh, let's take a look. It's showing up. See, 5 minutes after. This is 5 minutes. Stocks have been open for 5 minutes. People wait for that. I'm down 56 cents on my market order. So here's my bottom limit. It's about to take profits on some of these though. Now these are going to make like a buck. Right, these are scalping out really fast. I'm only down $3 now. So it's down 20. The drawdown on the rip. Now we got some fuel. We could go north now. And I don't know why the fuck. Oh, well, I guess the news isn't going to come out at 10 because it hasn't come out yet. But the 8:45 news is missing off my thing. Anyways, that's how that goes. That's how that looks. That's what that's about. Is the limit bank grid entry. And look, it's still frisky there. Yeah, you could have waited 5 minutes after and bought a ticket right there, right now. But I don't know how it's going to drop. Besides, I want to get in a spectrum of tickets. Anyways, I wouldn't be a sniper on that 5 minute. Oh, there you go. Boom. Pull the trigger. It's a matter of taste, you know. So NASDAQ's coming back to life too. Look at, maybe, right? 5 minutes. NASDAQ's been over for 5 minutes. Now buyers are coming in. Oh, what? Maybe the sellers are there. Maybe this is the where the divergence happens, and one goes one way, one goes the other. They're selling the oil. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Look at, they're selling the oil. Oh, NASDAQ's, oof. So this could be it. This could be the beginning. If we take out this low in NASDAQ, oh boy, and dollar yen goes up, and the British pound goes down here, Bitcoin goes down, and Canadian goes up, this would be it, right? This would be Black Friday. And gold might even get hit. Are they trapping the gold traders there? Huh. Wow. Wow. Yeah. 5 minutes. The dollar yen about to take. I'm up $8. I'm up $8. Look at that. Oh my God. It was a $5,000 demo account. I think I did like 2 trades on this. Oh, NASDAQ might be a trap there for the bears on NASDAQ. Maybe that's the buy. Is that a real breakout or a fake out? See, this is the hardest part about trading, man. People talk about this. Oh, it's a breakout. NASDAQ's breaking down. Sell. Yeah, confirmation there. It just came back to the breakout point. On the 1 minute chart, it is coming back to the 5 minute chart. You know, you're waiting. You're just waiting. Maybe NASDAQ, big buy there. Big scalp on the wick. Big wick scalp. Maybe that's a fake breakout to the downside. Maybe it's not going up. Dollar yen's not going up today. So all this stuff would occur to you. Bitcoin's getting clobbered here. I think it's about to get clobbered. Let's zoom in on my Swiss franc. Don't trade it, but it's the only dollar instrument other than dollar yen and what's another one that I don't trade is dollar CAD, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, the only dollar pairs. Oh man, it looks like a real breakout to the downside there on the NASDAQ there. We got to wait 40 seconds to get to the end of the 5 minute chart. But, you know, this is the kind of drama day that we want to have here in our favor on a Friday. Oh, maybe my phone's set wrong here. It's the right phone. I don't know. The holiday is the problem, I think. Yeah, so at 9 o'clock, they would come, instead of 10 o'clock, they come 9 o'clock with this revised. And that's another thing about the NASDAQ's just brutal down there. So, you know, look at that. Big down. Big down there. Dollar yen. Big ass crash there. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, that's going to take a while to resolve. That's coming back though for a little scalp or something. Dollar yen's crashing though. Again. Just took out that low from the first 5 minutes. A lot of drama here. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to take all day. Supposing this is the last day of the month. It's just before the holiday. Maybe the markets are thin. You know, that's what they say. Huh, volatility then. But we're looking for that stampede to the north. Got to come back though. Deeper pullback. Let's buy some more here on limits on the dollar yen. Let's get in super tight now. 2 pips. 7 pips. Yeah. Okay, the 10-minute traders are in. 20 minutes. Yeah, I should put these all in one spot, but they're down here. More buy limits down here. $30 minutes. These are a little more risky. 30 minutes expiration. You can't go up unless you really pull it back. You got to stomp out the... So you need a wick down to get a wick up. That's the other big problem. People don't want to lose money. Look at that NASDAQ. Wow. Look at that thing. It turns on a dime in 5 minutes, man. There's so many 5-minute traders out here. Down $37. Yeah, looking to get filled on those limit tickets, you know. Yeah, because if people think, you know, they're going to sell stocks, they're going to wait for right there when NASDAQ just came back to the floor. So the confirmation traders are waiting for this. You break out, then you pull back to that point. And in 3 minutes, if you close here, you got to sell, right? Because that's the breakout point. You break out, come back, confirm that it's a breakout, and then load the wagon here for the big rundown. And people trade so big and heavy on this thing that trades, you can see that trade's over for those people. They're like, yeah, well, fuck it. I mean, the scalpers got out. They're like, yeah, we took that scalp to the floor, but we're kind of like, this could actually be a real meltdown. So let's get the fuck out. That's possible, right? Absolutely. Yeah, so it's just kind of, they're just kind of treading water here. It looks like NASDAQ is going to keep tanking. Well, everybody's tanking. Swiss is tanking. Yen's tanking now. Buyers came into this, it looks like. Take that new low. People are probably starting to sell the gold a little bit now. Yeah. You know, but you see what's going on. I can't sit here all day. It's tough. You know, I usually take a nap. If I'm not in the market. If I'm in the market, I'm sleeping and I got limits out there. I look at my phone. Oh, it looks like a fill, but I don't have I'm just not going to, I can't be awake through all this drama. It's either going to get there or it's not. I recorded the screen once like this, and then I played it back at high speed or played it back at various speeds and just scrolled through it. Went to sleep, left the recorder going. Ooh, 5 minutes. Here we go. 9:45. Here comes the 15-minute robots. They're going to crush that yen again. Look at that. I'm going to crush that yen again. I'm buying it. I'm in a standard lot now. Look at that. So many fake outs. There's so many moves that are really the fake. Look at this. We actually made a new low there and just nicked the wick on that. Put more limits in. Yeah, so I like to do the limit entries. I haven't done a market order yet. Ever since that first ticket. It's all limits here. Hey, got us the standard lot. Down 35 bucks. I actually haven't got stopped out anything. Maybe one. Ooh, NASDAQ. Ooh, NASDAQ. Say bye-bye, huh? Oof, Bitcoin going down. Looks rough. Yeah. 10 o'clock. It's going to be crazy. And the robots, everybody, just the clock. Look at the NASDAQ. If the NASDAQ melts down today, it's going to be unbelievable. Oil, go down, please. Yeah. That'd be nice. Now let's see what's going on here. What do we got for the news here? What does the Dow Jones say? It's only down 32. Well, maybe that's just the beginning. I just don't have the patience, you know. I'm like, yeah, we're probably going to go up there. Like, can we just get there? No, we got to pull back first. First, we got to go through the 618 pullbacks. Yeah, 618 traders are making that happen, you know. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. You know how that works. Yeah, so you say it's true for everybody. Yeah, I know, but come on, let's see some drama here, people. Come on, NASDAQ. When NASDAQ tank, yen starting to come back. Oh, yeah, we're departing. Yeah, decoupling. Yeah, people are making their move. It's the end of the month. We got to cook the books, people. Come on. Ooh, dollar yen starting to win there. Oof, oil's getting its. Come on, people. NASDAQ down. Oh boy, let's crash that fucking market. Come on, let's see some highfalutin drama. Oh, top tick Tommy trapped on the pound. Come on. I want that hard thrusting price pulse. You know what I'm talking about. I want it to just fucking blow through that top, take out the high. We can sit back and relax and be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait for the final target now. Yeah. Ooh, look at that big juicy pullback there. Getting a hammer forming on that 5-minute hammer. You know, I love that 5-minute hammer, right? 10 minutes before the top of the hour. Oh boy, this looks like it's queuing up. Look at that. Kicks back like this. When you see that flinch and come back to here and do this, it's itching to pop. It's itching to pop. I stare at tick charts. I probably got 1 million hours of tick charts under my retina. There she go. Come on, let her go. Let her cry. Hootie Blowfish said, let her cry. I said, let that NASDAQ cry. Yeah. Oh boy. Let that Bitcoin. The tears are welling up. Come on. I got time for this. There you go. 112,000 on yen. Limit entry. Let's go. Come on, NASDAQ. 10 seconds to complete the 5-minute chart. And hey, listen. Some people are waiting for that 5 minute to complete to pull the trigger. Here we go. What do we got? Is it NASDAQ bye-bye? Yeah, NASDAQ bye-bye. Dollar yen up. Dollar CAD up. Swiss up. Oil down. Gold's still drifting up. And pound down. But then, 5 minutes later, it's another story. The fucking euro is just treading water north gently. All right, what do we got? Oh my God. So, yeah. Just about to break out that 15-minute chart on the yen. We are up $6. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Let's put everybody on the 15-minute. Kind of try to get a bigger picture here. I'm going to take a top-down view. Top-down view. Forex Hangout. That's the guy. We kind of razzed him a little bit. We made fun of him, and he shut his channel down. Whereas when people criticize me, I just lash out, tell him to fuck off. He shouldn't die. Now he wasn't that tough. He was so cute though. He would get in the trade now, like he'd buy the dollar yen now. No, I'm sorry. He'd wait till it took out the high of the day. Go, yeah, looks like it's going up. And we'd be watching him like screaming like, the monster's behind you. Yep, I think I'm gonna have me another sandwich. Dude, there's a guy with a knife. That was so funny. I mean, we were terrible. We're really very immature. We were like high school kids. Just like politicians, really. Not much of a difference there. It's amazing, these politicians, they get elected. It's like they became famous just by they con people into making them famous. Kind of went to their head. Okay. Well, maybe it's not going up. I always kind of wonder at this point. Now here's another setup, right? Here's the top becoming a bottom, but it could be a bottom there. You could have scalped that. You can get in here again, right? You're waiting to break that out. You want to take out the high of the day. You want to complete this day as being a bullish bar, a bullish candlestick. And NASDAQ go to hell. And that's what you're hoping for. And it just takes a lot of money and patience and just a lot of frustration. Because the bigger the trade you're in, the more, if you're going to hold on to these big trades, the swing trades, it's a lot of drawdown, a lot of draw up. It's a lot of whiplash until you get to your final destination. But that's a swing trade. Now, the scalping, of course, hey, the wick, you're out, take the money and run. 10 o'clock, coming up on the top of the hour. So that should be some type of, at least a countdown that there's only going to be, when we get to the top of the hour, there'll only be 7 hours of trading left. And 7 hours is enough for us to complete the price pulse, the extension. Or we just sit, we're just dead in the water here. Again, nowhere, a bridge to nowhere again. It's kind of like government projects there. Another white elephant, bridge to nowhere. Yes, that's a bridge to nowhere. Thank you very much. We designed that just for you. We're going to charge you taxes for it, too. You look at it, love it, and take your time paying for it. Gosh, it's a slow boat to China, isn't it? Yeah. So that spread's pretty bad on oil, isn't it? Looks ugly on the 10. Looks like this, the Bitcoin spread's brutal too. It's a boring. It's such a like you say, take a nap. Check on the account in about 3 hours, see how it's doing, But I'm doing the video, so I thought I'd blow through these 5-minute charts, 15-minute chart, you name it. So we're looking to buy some more yen here on limits. I'm going to put some more limits in. Let the market decide what's too low, what's low enough. 10 o'clock's going to be a big deal, I suppose, here. Gold's on a run. I think gold is going to go fucking catastrophic and hit 3,500. Because just too many fucking people buying it. It's just ridiculous. I get stopped out of something here. I got stopped out of some of my limits. Oh, look at him crush the dollar now. Yeah, euro's taking off, dollar's getting crushed. NASDAQ getting obliterated here. Yeah, NASDAQ, bad shape. Not good at all there. That's fast market. Look at this 5-minute chart. So total obliteration on yen again, all the way back. But this thing moves big. This thing moves hard. These are tickets. These are designed for the euro. The ones I'm dropping on the yen, these are designed for the euro, because the yen can drop 30 pips in like in 10 seconds. Yeah, we got stopped out. So I have to buy at the market now. So I'm going to come into the market. I'm going to come in with a 100 pip stop. I mean a 50 pip stop now at the market on the yen. Because they stopped me out. And I put those orders in too tight. So now I have to come in at the top of the hour. And so I'm doing a dual approach there. I want to be in a standard lot. So now I want to get into a little bit more. I'm going to go for a 22 pip target with a 35 pip stop on dollar yen. There's just one case. But, 20 clicks is actually a 20K if I could get my mouse to click. Got to double click it here. This is a piece of Kensington shit I bought that's, God, man, I must have dropped something or spilled beer on the clicker because I have to click it so fucking hard. Oof. Okay, so now I'm in about 125, 123. Let's just go for 150. Okay, now I'm going to put 22 pip targets in here. So a lot of clicks is going to add up to a lot of money. That 10 o'clock is a big fucking deal. So why is that not fucking working? I'm on the wrong instrument. Oops, I just bought the NASDAQ. Yikes. Accidentally. I just got stopped out. Yeah, so that's not designed for that. Okay, let's get to 150K here. There you go. 151K of yen. Let's see. Yeah, so NASDAQ. I go half-hour charts now. NASDAQ. We bought just so much yen. I have so much yen I can't even tell you. So 150K of yen there. About 50K of market orders. And limits on the rest. If I didn't get stopped, I stopped out quite a bit there. It's tanking again. Look at that. Wow, vicious. Look at that. More limits are filling. Oof, again. Look at. Oof. You see how nasty that is? That's the top of the hour. Look how vicious that is. Can you believe that? Wow. It's just, look at that. It is so vicious. Look at the 1 minute chart. Look at that. It gapped. Gapped down on the 1 minute chart. Into my limits. Okay, let's go for that 22 pip target. Again. Okay. So, I mean, the markets are just so brutal fast, aren't they? Whew. Wow. Down again. Look at, oh my God, look at more limits. Whew. Wow. And that's only 1 minute. That 1 minute chart, look at that. It just made a new low. Insane. Okay, let's go crazy with a 100 pip target now. Wow. Crazy down. Okay, 2 minutes into this. Coming up on 2 minutes. Past the top of the hour. Another psycho wick. All right. 3 minutes after the top of the hour now. Or sorry, 2 minutes after. We're still buying like crazy on dollar yen here. Oof. Just right on the edge. Buying as much as I can. Actually, 18 pips stops now to make 28 pips. At the market. I got limits down there. Put limits in too. So a really aggressive buy, I'm going to buy at the market and on limits. Both. Now we're getting filled on the limits. A little bit. No. All right. Wait for that 5 minute chart to update. That's going to be in 2 minutes. Wow, look at that 1 minute chart though. Look at that beautiful buy. It gaps down and the buyers come in. Wow. Fucking wow. Look at that. Oh my God. Yeah, I usually don't watch all these markets. I don't trade anything but usually the yen and euro. So, but look at that. We're about to blow out the floor on that NASDAQ, and maybe this is where we really depart. Because, dollar up, stocks down, right? There's some risk on, risk off bullshit kind of theory out there. Wax on, wax off. So, big tickets here now. $370 margin. We got 1 minute left, so update that 5 minute chart. The 5 minute pullback traders will be getting in on the yen. The 15 minute pullback traders will be getting in. Well, they already got in. The 5 minute pullback traders. Wrong chart. Right there. So your buys are going to be like this. Right, you're buying. Every 5 minutes is down. Look at trapped right up here. The guy that sold up here cleaned up. If he's still in the trade, right? Comes all the way back to the middle of this. That's a pullback. Wow. Down again. Wow. More limits filling. I might just take out the floor. I think it's going to tank. I think it's done. Looks done. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my God. There you go. Wow. I have a 50 pip stop on those market orders though. I want to buy at the market now to make 100 pips with 50 pip stops now. Yeah, you might as well just get into about two standard lots here. Let's go in, totally in now. 100 pip targets. Okay, we're in two standard lots. Down 74 bucks. Looking to make it all back. Okay. All right, so we're just hanging in there on this fucking waiting on a friend here. Now we're really got in big there. And look how they just as soon as stocks open, how that thing just unraveled. Look at that. Wow. So these are my limits. Still got pending limits in here that I haven't filled. Everything over here. This stuff will be gone in about a half hour. But yeah, this is quite the drama, isn't it? That pulled back like almost 60 pips off of that top. All right. What we got for the rest of the charts here? NASDAQ looks ready to tank. You're also again look at that. Oil's tanking. That's always good. We'd like to see that. We don't put too much money in the car in the tank. Gold's just been drifting up there on its own little. Let's go to the 1 hour charts. I'll take a big view since we just completed the 1 hour chart. You see the NASDAQ's touching the low took out the low of the previous day just by a little bit. All right. 1 hour charts. That's you can see the whole day. A couple days back now. Yeah. NASDAQ's just going down nuts here, but so is the dollar yen. I'll take these tickets off. I can't see the chart. Get to see those arrows off. Look at this gap here in the 1 hour. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. We might just not get anywhere today on that. I'm just too optimistic. I'm too greedy and hopeful for my position. NASDAQ looks like it could get clobbered. I mean, it just looks like, wow, what does it say for stocks? 235 down on stocks. I really want it to be 1,000 down. That's really what I'm looking at. Because I mean, like all the good news is fit to print. It's just been printed. People, everybody's in love with them. The world is amazing. AI is gonna fucking cure my asthma. It's gonna be amazing. AI is just making me pissed off and paranoid. I don't think it's helping at all. I'm gonna be second guessing myself and everything I do. Fucking AI. Man, gold's on a tear, isn't it? Yeah. People love that fucking gold, man. They're coming back to life here. Are we gonna get one last rally out of this fucking yen today? God, man. We gotta break this. Yeah, look at this sell-off here. Wow. Like, so if you're sitting there with a really tight spread and you're trading really big, you'd be like, buy, dump, or sell, get out. And that's very, very fast trades. A lot of fun there. But it's got to stabilize here. That's the 1 hour chart. So you got to come to a rest here. Otherwise, it's going to keep melting down, and then it'll just crush back in. And the idea of support and resistance is just that's no such thing really. The market just does what it wants. It would come back here. You know, would start taking out this. So here's your stairway to hell. We take that out. We've already taken out that. We top tick Tommy. The big sellers up in there. They've taken it to here. Now the yin and yang. We're looking to go here now. So everybody wins. It's a win-win situation. If everybody gets in and out when they're supposed to, everybody wins. Yeah. Okay. NASDAQ, big picture. Like if we take this out, here's where it could get really bad for the stocks today. That's what I'm saying. 1,100 down in Dow Jones today. You take this out, you take this out, you take this out, you take this out. Holy shit. Katie, bar the door. Yeah, they're coming for you. Let me zoom out. The big picture, so to speak. Yeah, so it'd be like crazy town, right? NASDAQ. 1 hour chart. Whew. Wow. These objects I drew on here. Look at that thing. So it could be the same thing for Dow or yen. It could be lights out. Because the Dow yen's starting to crack here. Yeah, they could both go the same direction there. I can get crushed now. My limits. So it looks like they're connected. Dollar goes with NASDAQ. Yeah, put some limits in. Just made a new low. So I'm going to get in front of it with these very close to the market. 5 pips deep. 5 to 18. In case we come down here one last time. Right on the edge. Everything's on the edge. Look at this. Everybody's at the edge of the price range here. Dollar CAD's ready to crash. But it's just down hard there in the 1 hour. You know, look at that dollar CAD. Down. Big time. Dollar is just getting destroyed. Look at gold up. Oof. NASDAQ's recovering. Yeah, it's just up and down. It's so hard, you know. Like I said, the market's so hard because it's up and down. It's not a straight line. It is in your mind. It's a straight line. You just think up. Well, up's up, right? Yeah. Stabilizing here. Waiting for 15-minute traders. 10 seconds. The 15-minute chart's going to update. Man, it looks good buy there. Fucking A. Wow. That is some crazy shit. Well, it's what you expect, you know. High drama. High drama all day. Down again. Look at 15-minute chart traders like buying again there on limits. The limits win every time. It's just effortless. If it goes down, they fill it. You gotta do those 2-pip deep ones now. Perfect. Try to get to 2.5 standard lots now. On limits. Didn't fill too many there. Let's buy at the market. 50 pip stops now on the yen. Still got the limits below. So about the 50 pip stop, I'm saying I'm buying this thing for the long run. It's a swing trade on top of a scalp. The limit's a scalp below it. All right, double bottom on the tick chart on the yen. Let's buy that double bottom. Okay, 2.5 standard lots. I'm buying this double bottom here on the tick chart. Probably go down. Crash through my support line there. There she goes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All the way back to the starting gate. Okay. Yeah, so big run there on Euro made a big run. Gold made a big run. Dollar's crashing, but it looks like it's coming off the mat. It's coming off the mat here a little bit. 15 minutes. It's kind of hard. This is kind of tough. This is a 15-minute chart, just down, 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 down. I think the short squeeze is coming. They took out my double bottom, but so now we got to come back. We got to take this out. We got to take that out. We got to do one of those insane runs, which you've seen before. Looks like NASDAQ might be doing that. Coming off the floor there. See how hard it comes and see how it comes through that? It just comes through it like, oh, fuck all that resistance. See, everything gets stretched. Every market is stretched now. This is too high. This is almost coming into the sell window. Selling that gold. All the sellers above here for the day. The people that sell the new highs. Those people, right? Everybody's here. Okay. Now we're coming off the floor on the yen. But that's what it's about, man. You have to really. That's how I do it. That's really how I trade. I see that, I'm like, oh, really? So it's going to be like, I'm a pretty angry trader. You probably can't tell. But no, I see it, I'm like, fuck this shit. Let's put the limits in there. So I'm down, right now I'm actually down $220 on the day here. But I'm in really big. So I'm totally committed to long dollar yen, as you can see. I don't think I made a secret about that. But, yeah, I mean, I do think we are going to go up. Maybe not now, but maybe 150 pips from here on dollar yen. And NASDAQ's going to go down and stocks are going to go down 11,000 on the Dow today. And they're going to blame it on Trump. His tariffs are hurting everybody. See, I told you. Any down market, it's unbelievable. It's watching a movie where you wrote the movie. It's just so stupid. These people are so stupid. That's why I said the gold traders that are all excited about this move today. Like I'd be peeling shit. If I owned gold, I'd be peeling. I'd be, honey, time to sell some gold. Well, I thought you were buying it. Yeah, that was last year. I'd start liquidating. I'd start buying real estate. I'd start buying fucking nuclear reactor companies, you name it. So, big sell-off and coming back here. They're not done selling off that dollar yen. Look at that. Wow. So if it takes this out there, you are fucked. It's going to keep going. If it takes this out, you're fucked. It's only 10:20 in the morning. Hard to believe. No, it's a whole. You know, look at how much that moved. That's a lot of money. Still not got to the target of the floor here. If you bought everything below here, this is a genius trade. You buy everything below there, that trade's over for you. Just about. That's damn good trading there. Fake breakout trading. Maybe you got sell limits up here, or maybe you sold above these wicks. And you're underwater. It just depends where you're at in this trade, really. You know, where are you at in the trade? You know. So, yeah, that's it. I guess we just have to wait. But now it's going to take forever to post this video because it's 2 hours and 25 minutes long. But like I said, once one thing led to another. And I'm in this trade, actually, so I'm buying into that. Really, this thing, we could be here in about 15 minutes. This is such a vicious currency pair. Dollar yen is just wicked fast. And look at the buyers coming in the dollar CAD here. Sellers on the gold. Buyers here on oil a little bit. Buyers here. Some Bitcoin buyers. Some sellers in the pound. And now we reverse, maybe. Dollar CAD's just still getting punished, though. We'll just have to wait and see. I have a wait and see attitude. I wait for a good setup and then I pull the trigger. I don't. I just throw the limits in there and say, come on, man. Hit me. Oh, let's come back to life here. Dollar yen. Gotta take that out. That was my double bottom here. Just took it up a little bit. Came back and retested the breakout. Came back to the starting gate. Now it's got to take that out. Keep going. Keep on keeping on, baby. Right on, right on. The Love Unlimited Orchestra on now. I know people put music on to help their trade. Whatever. Put some Barry White on. Big scalp up there. Sell everything above. Oh, come on, dollar yen, baby. Coming out of the gate hard again. Come on, baby. Who loves you? Who loves you, baby? Oosh. Yeah. Boy, that dollar CAD really is going through the floor, though, isn't it? I'd be buying into that pretty heavy. If it took out the low of the previous day, I'd be a big buyer down there. All right. Well, they just can't let go of this. Now there's enough buyers on the dollar yen now, since we've backed the train all the way up to back to the starting gate. Wow, what a trip that was! And if you sold above here, you are a fucking genius. You sold that box. Maybe you should get out now. Can trading be that easy? Yeah, pretty much, except for the pain of losing. Sure, it's very easy. Even the Nasdaq's coming back to life there. But it was down because the tariffs are bad. We don't even know. What other things don't we know about? What about shipping and handling? Can we get those numbers? Good Lord, there's so much shit going on people don't even know about. Okay, we're only down $200. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about recovery. I know this looks like it was tanking, doesn't it? But it's a buy now. That's the thing. When the market's going like that, you're like, damn, that thing is just going to hell. It's like, yeah, I know, but it's really the time to think about buying it. It's hard to go against your feelings. You know, if you put plexiglass in front of your face, 2 inches of it, and have somebody throw snowballs at you, you're going to blink. Even though you know it's impossible for the snowball to hit you. And how long is it going to take you not to blink? and I don't mean force your eyes open. It's tough, right? That's what you got to acquire, the skill of punishment. People beating on you. They do that in karate class. It's like they have this when we get to a certain belt. Okay, we're just going to beat on you. Don't defend yourself. All right, you got the next belt. This guy can take some punishment. Soft on the brain kind of world we live in here. 4K monitors make your brain mushy. It's too much detail. Get that 640, 480 going, dude. The gamers with the zero latency radiation tubes, CRTs. I don't know. Here it's 10:30. What do you got here? Is this it? Is all the everything washed out now? We can go back to business as usual and start buying the dollar yen again. Thank you, Raj. Yeah, when you're in these trades, you're just rooting for your team only. But it is a slow boat to China. On this one, it really is. Well, of course it is when you're doing a video, because, I feel like I have a need to comment. But look at the Bitcoin is going to hell. I'll be a motherfucker. I was right about that one. The Bitcoin meltdown. Dollar up, Bitcoin down. Like, this thing's got a long way to fall too. Look where you're at here on the 4 hour. The daily Bitcoin, look at this big vacuum hole here, just itching to be filled. Itching. I think that could be a big, like, people would be talking about that. It takes out this, ends up here. Anything I guess below 100,000, people would be like, dude, I bought up here. I bought this pullback. Fucking A. Thought I got a good price. Yeah. Here's about to become a top. Into the abyss. I'd say if you're in the crypto, just put buy limits down here and just walk away and just say, if they feel me, it's great. Who's not buying down here, right? Who's not buying right down there? Ooh, give me some of that Bitcoin at fucking 91. Ride it to like 98 and get the fuck out. That's me. I'm just in for the fucking, the one move. I don't want to hold on. There's no Bitcoins or gold. And look at it a day. I guess you get used to looking at it in the paper. Look at that. Looks like we're up on our stocks today. Oh boy, jeez. Up $1. How many shares you got? 1,000. Oh boy. Can we go play in the yard now? Dad's looking at his stocks again. I just got into the stock market. There's a lot of stocks out there. Really? Fucking who knew? All right, what do we got? Gold's still going up. Well, we got a hammer there. 15-minute hammer on the old dollar yen. So, but I went long the whole hammer. I bought the hammer. But I know there's a lot of confirmation people. Yeah, wait for confirmation, because you just never know. I like to wait for confirmation. It's like when you're buying a car, I like to make sure, like, did you change the oil? Okay, is the engine under the hood? Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, I'm like that. I just don't think the markets give a fuck about your confirmation. It's like you're getting hit by a fucking meteor. It doesn't care if you changed your oil. It's fucking blowing you up and your car. We gotta have some meteor. What happens with that? Climate change. How about meteor change? Fucking meteor dropped in my yard. It's 10:30. So here comes the half-hour crew. Look at that 15-minute beautiful hammer. Look at the 1 hour charts. Hey, nice. So if this completes as a hammer, I feel good about that trade. I'm like, okay, got in limits. I feel good. We walk away. Whatever happens, happens. I talk to myself a lot like that. Let it go. You can't control a market. But what if I could? Well, you fucking lose your mind that way too. So it's 30 seconds after the bottom of the hour. We're waiting for that 5 minutes after the bottom of the hour. Pulling back again. Pulling back again. She's not done. Half hour chart. Looks good. We can't take out the last wick though. If we take this wick out, we're fucked. Then we're going to keep tanking. But I'm putting some limits in just in case because I got like $5,000 in the account. That's the other consideration. So I will rebuy that on limits again. This is my favorite technique because, like, come on. Who doesn't want to buy that if it retests? Here we just top tick Tommy the high of the day on euro to the dollar. That looks like a sell. Ooh, dollar CAD is taking out the low. I would buy this thing. Let's buy that on limits. Fucking A. Let's just do everything here. And buy me some of that dollar Swiss as it drops too. That look like a buy. God, that doesn't move much. I have to put them tight ones on that one. Okay, Bitcoin looks like daily's about to take out the low. There. Still pulling back on the dollar yen there. Look at that. Incredible. Here we go. Getting more limits. Are they going to take out the low of that wick? Yeah, that's a bloodbath there. There she goes. Bye-bye. Let's buy it. And then I'm going to buy at the market. At 5 minutes after the bottom of the hour, I'm going to buy at the market. Not get my limits filled, though. We went just a little bit lower. See that? Just by a half a tick. Zoom in there. I see it now. Delete these objects to see it. No, it didn't do it. Just got a double bottom there. You can see it on the 5 minute. Look at that. So it's about to take that low out and keep going. It looks, yeah, there you go. Get some more limits to fill. Oof, just by half a pip there. Wow. Amazing. Just amazing. Wow, that's just astounding. Look at that. That's some serious hardcore. Look at it, just by a little bit. Wait for the 5 minute chart to update. A lot of people buy right there at the after 5 minutes, after the bottom of the hour. I think I'm going to be one of those people. I just start buying now. Fuck it. Okay, now we're down $200. Down $400 in the account now. Buying into this. For the last 30 seconds, I'm going to just keep buying here. 30 seconds before the close of the 5 minute chart. Just keep buying. Cha-ching, bada bing. Yeah, I can really load the wagon here. So now I'm in 750K. That's enough. So that's a big position. And we got 1 minute left. Oh, we got head and shoulders there on that tick chart. Inverted head and shoulders, I think they call it. So it looks like to me. This is the shoulder. If it doesn't hold, it's going to go down. But this would be the head. Shoulder, shoulder. And you got 40 seconds to resolve that. Now you got to bust through this. You got to bust through that. You have to go up so fucking hard now. And it has to be a stampede right there. That's 5 minutes after the bottom of the hour. That's 40 seconds. So there's the do or die moment. Every 5 minutes, like I said, after the bottom of the hour there, that's crazy town. Reversals. Or a continuation. But it's a moment. Look at the dollar, the euro down here. I'm going to take out the lows here. Look at the euros keeps going up. The euros, look at that. Just about the top tick Tommy here. I would start selling that. Once again, the dollar yen is just gets melting back. This has finally got to the sell point. Yes, I do declare. One pip, just a half a pip, tenth of a pip lower there on the yen. Look at that. Wow. That is fucking right to the edge. Totally insane. Yeah, that is crazy. I know, it's just nobody wants that dollar. Nobody wants that dollar today. Gold went up, dollar down, stocks down. The Dow Jones, did it tank? Did we blow that thing out today? I really think it's got to be down 400 by now, no? Take a look. $400 down on that. On this Dow Jones Industrial Average. And it's only down 165, so it recovered. Looks like dollar yen's going to flow through the floor now. That looks lower for a dollar yen there. One little pip lower. I think they're going to crush it though. No? Like I said, there's going to be a turning point here where it's going to come flying back. There's too much compression here, too much pressure down. At least oil's about to take out the low. And just, man, if oil could just go down, that'd be beautiful. Dollar up, oil down. That makes sense. Okay, what do we got here? I'm just still waiting again. On the edge of the abyss. But yeah, there's nothing you can do but wait. The waiting game. Over and over. Okay, so wait and update that 5-minute chart. New lows. Down. Down again. New lows. You can fill that limits though. That's all that matters. More opportunity. Come on, man. There she goes. I might get this 3 standard lots here pretty soon. I'm going to buy at the market again. 100 pips, 50 pips stop. Alright, so I think it takes a while with 1Ks to get to 3 standard lots here. Sellers coming in that euro. Making a high of the day. Taking out the high yesterday. Alright. Okay, let's get that retrace going now. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's go, people. It's only 10:40. So we got at least 6 hours and 20 minutes left. Okay, they're coming back to life here on the euro. I mean the euro, yen. You can do it. All right. Well, come on, leave the station, people. You can do it. All right, so yeah, that's so that's about it. We're waiting for this to retrace. If it doesn't, then we're doomed. But I'm gonna close out this video here in about 2 minutes. Okay. I just want to see this dollar yen start to take off here, if it ever does. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. That's the problem. I'm optimistic. That's a big problem. Okay. Okay, here we go. So that's the 5-minute chart. And if you go to the 15, it looks very bullish. All right, it's on its way. It's going up. There she blows. What a pullback. All the way back to the beginning down here. All the way back to here. Amazing. That's how it goes, man. That's how they do it. Oh, look at the gap. Wow, it's just amazing. Anyways, good luck.